Hi, the lovely Mrs. Walker here. I am making a video today talking about the myth of consciousness. So, as many people are walking around in my city, Detroit, Michigan, a lot of people are on a bandwagon of consciousness. Now, when I say the myth of consciousness, I'm not saying conscious awareness is a myth. What I'm saying is there are many people that I've met and they'll be like, yeah, I'm conscious, I'm conscious, I'm conscious, I'm conscious. Well, I just wanted to clear something up. Okay, number one, every day you are conscious. When you are born, you are conscious. When you grow up, you are conscious. When in every day of your life, you're conscious. So when people say, "Oh, I'm conscious, I'm conscious, I'm conscious," I'm like thinking to myself, "Well, what are you conscious of?" That that should be the question you ask people. What are you conscious of? Because you can be conscious of all types of things. There are people who are consciously aware of bad ingredients in food. There are people who are consciously aware of the price of war. There are people who are consciously aware of doing drugs. There are people who are consciously aware of being a prostitute. There's people who are consciously aware of being somebody with a bad reputation. There are people who are consciously aware of neglecting their children. There are people who are consciously aware of many different things. So when somebody says, "Hi, I'm such and such, and I'm into this, this, that. Oh, and by the way, I'm conscious." Like, okay, everybody who was born into the world and are currently existing that are not in a coma is conscious. Nobody walks around in their everyday life unconscious. You cannot walk around unconscious. It is physically, mentally impossible to walk around unconscious. When you are unconscious, you are mentally blocked, as in you are unconscious. When that's like being in a coma, or when somebody hits you and you get knocked out, whether that be in a car accident or physically being punched in your cranium. Like, the myth of consciousness. So that's why it's a myth, because what are you conscious of? Human beings aren't born unconscious and stay in the state of unconsciousness all of their lives. Yes, there are children who may be born non-responsive, but eventually the doctors get them in a state of responsiveness. So being conscious, like, what are you conscious of? So you might wonder, myself, like, okay, she's saying she's conscious of stuff. Well, I'm conscious of the fact that every living thing on earth has a spirit and all spirits are connected. So I am conscious of the spirit connections around the whole planet Earth and throughout the universe. I am conscious of the fact that food, as in organic food, is better for the body. I'm conscious of the fact that if my husband doesn't go to work, our family will starve. So it's just the main question. Okay, you're conscious. What is it that you are conscious of is the question.